Shalom, like to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. And I give double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone. Salutations to our sister Akim, pushing his word out across the four corners of the world. Just a quick news update and character building lesson through the Spirit on how to move wise as serpents in these last days as the hopeful elect. Because as you can see, we are definitely in the last days of the end times of this so-called white man's rulership. So by him instituting this so-called C-19, which was totally orchestrated by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi, but he working with Esau Edom, beginning with these elites on the left-hand side, how a lot of these Americans, including 2/3 of our people, are losing hope in America because these people are looking out the windows and it's being darkened now, as it says in Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. So now these people having that type of vibration upon them, misery loves company. So these people are getting more demonic and violent in these last days. So us as the hopeful elect, we have to be careful how we maneuver or how we just interact with these people, because at the end of the day, they are demonically possessed. And that's why it says in Ecclesiastes, the 39th chapter, how there be spirits that are created for vengeance. And these are spirits that have been created by Yahawashi, the top angel in the spiritual realm, that's calling the shots in the spiritual realm for them to be played out in this earthly realm. So as you can see right here, it says the Jackson Police Department is investigating a shooting that occurred around 1 p.m. Friday afternoon near Woodrow Wilson and West Street. Melissa Turner, 39, was shot once in the shoulder while sitting at a traffic light. Turner was transported to UMMC, where she died due to her injuries, according to police. Her 16-year-old son, who was also inside the vehicle, was not injured. Investigators identified the suspect as 42-year-old Charity Danielle Barnes. Barnes was arrested Saturday at North Village Apartments. It is alleged this may have been related to road rage. And this is the woman right here, Charity Danielle Barnes, who is the alleged shooter of this woman right here by the name of Melissa Turner. So you got to think about it. What will possess a person to get that mad in broad daylight, because it's happened around 1 p.m. Friday afternoon, to shoot somebody due to road rage? So those are those spirits being created for vengeance, and they're doing the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi, and more so Yahawashi, because he's that top angel in the spiritual realm that's giving out these decrees that's being carried out in this earthly realm, which is called judgment. So us as the hopeful elect, by us having that spiritual light, that illuminated light, which goes into having the understanding of this glorious gospel, we have to be wise as serpents how we maneuver in this thing we call life. And that leads me to the book of Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. So anything about sheep, they are defenseless. You know, as it says that we are considered as worms. So we have no defense mechanism by like a physical standpoint. So we have to count upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi for everything and not be carnally minded. As it says, to be carnally minded is death to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi. So we have to be more spiritual because we have been given a spiritual understanding through this word. So it says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. And some of the characteristics of a serpent, they are subtle, they are calm, they are intelligent, they are very calculated. And one thing about a serpent, they are not rash or impulsive. So when they strike, they make sure that they strike at that very calculated moment. So that's how we have to move through the spirit when we are around these different people coming from these different walks of life, interacting with them or just driving things of that sort, because you never know what's on these people's minds. You have to think about it also through the spirit. These people are not brought into this glorious light, meaning this gospel. So they are in total gross darkness, and they have all types of demonic spirits upon them. So we have to move through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi. When Yahawashi walked this earth 2,000 plus years ago, he was very intelligent, calculated, and subtle. He's the ultimate right-hand serpent. So we have to move like Yahawashi moved through the spirit. So going back to these people in the world, these so-called Americans, including 2/3 of our people as well, so they are demonically possessed on the left-hand side. And so by being like that, these people are capable and liable to do any type of thing because they have no hopes here. They really look for America to come back and get back normal. So as they see that things not going in the way that they want to, these people are getting more depressed and that's causing more spirits to get upon them on the left-hand side. So that's why we're seeing these different crime rates are just skyrocketing around the different cities, states of America, because that's how you know that we are in the last days, as is prophesied in the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, and the 12th verse. And because iniquity shall abound. So the earth right now is given to the hand of the wicked, which represents Esau, Edom, and more so the elites of them. And it says the love of many shall wax cold. So while the earth is given to that left-hand vessel of Yahawashi, which represents Esau, Edom, whereas these people are going to be a satanic driven type of mindset, which is vile. And something satanic or Satan, meaning it's adverse to righteousness. It's adverse to the ways of Yahawashi. So that's why iniquity is being more abound in these last days. And it says the love of many shall wax cold. So when something is waxing, meaning it's intensifying, it's increasing, it's advancing more and more. So in this case, the love of many, these people having that lovey-dovey spirit, having that vibrant spirit, that caring type of neighbor spirit for one another, that's being waxed colder and colder. And that's Yahawashi pouring out that spirit upon this earth in these last days. So the love of many shall wax cold. As it says in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, to everything there's a season, and to the time of every purpose under the heaven. So right now, in the signs of that times, we are in the time of hate, the time of war, the time of weeping, not in the time of love, the time of peace, or in the time to get along. Which leads me to the book of Romans, the 12th chapter, and the 18th verse. If it be possible, as much as lie in you, live peaceably with all men. So if it be possible, try to get along with people as much as you can. It can be a soft answer, as it says in Proverbs, the 15th chapter. As it says, a soft answer turn away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. It's not about just kissing ass and anything like that. It's just by playing and being wise through the Spirit. Going back to Matthew, the 10th chapter, being wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So the more that we're seeing that these type of cases are skyrocketing concerning these different crime rates, the more that we have to be more spiritual and more plugged into our power source, Yahawashi, because it's only going to get worse from here. If these people are acting like this right now in a so-called civilized state or country, how much more when all hell breaks loose in this society? When it's a total collapse in this society, when the dollar collapses, when there's no food or water out here in these grocery stores, when these people out here are going to be kicked out of their homes, so they're going to be totally homeless. What type of mindset is going to be upon these people that's not a partaking to the true word of Yahawashi? They're going to be in that animalistic type of behavior. And that's going to be a part of those spirits being created for vengeance. So just a quick news update, character building lesson through the Spirit. Just like when we're out here driving, things of that sort, going through our different destinations in our daily lives, pray to Yahawashi to protect us and grant us that we make it safe to our destination, and pray to Yahawashi for us to make it back home safely and cover us and our loved ones through these hard times coming up ahead. Because you have to think about it, these people are not involved in the truth, so they are demonically possessed. So these people are liable to do anything. And that's why these road rage incidents are being more increased and being more heard of in these last days. So the more that Yahawashi pour out their spirit upon his left-hand vessel of dishonor, which represents Esau, Edom, to pass out these unrighteous decrees, these unlawful mandates, these draconian measures, then the more that the inhabitants of the earth are going to be more separated, more violent, more sadistic. So as the hopeful elect, by partaking to this spiritual playbook, which are the scriptures, we have to stay plugged in through the Spirit so we can have that spiritual insurance in these last days. Because it's going to get very rough and ugly out here. And Esau shows you that through his predictive programming, which is a part of his left-hand prophesying. So that's just only movies. As it says, that art imitates life. So how much more in real life when all these things break down in this society? So in conclusion, that was just a quick news update concerning local news and just a character building lesson through the Spirit to exhort you sincere brothers and sisters out there. You know, just stay plugged in, continue to pray more and more. As it says, pray without ceasing. So I brought this out. You all was edified. You all stay strong. Shalom.